Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and this is Dyson Sphere Program. I didn't stream yesterday. I did the stream on Monday because yesterday I went to see my sister, wish her a happy birthday, which was all okay. Why is that not? Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yes. So back on the streaming horse, as it were. Let's just get that all set up. Luckily the microphone's working properly this time. Okay, that's all cool. So let's hit the resume button. Now, I was saying the last time, in order to just sort of get white science done, I spammed in a load of these because we're going to have to rework this anyway. I think I'm going to go with something a bit more boring, to be honest. I was trying to be a bit too fancy. So I kind of need to just get rid of everything here. Does this work with these? I don't think it does. Oh, it does. Okay. And just sort of get rid of everything there. Cool. And we've got a million bits of stuff in there. But get rid of that as well. But we can. Oh no, I was making the cubes here, wasn't I? So I was going to stick them in the things, but we're making the cubes. Right. So if I just get a, I can't see the chests. Have I got any? There we go. There's a chest there. So if you just pop that down, and then we can put all the cubes in. Pick up the litter. Don't want you a bad robot and litter everywhere. It might be full. I never really figured out why they did this system. It's all a bit strange, really. But, you know. Whatever. In fact, actually, let's put down... Or should I just stick them in? I guess I should just stick them in here, shouldn't I? Oh, yes, we could also do a bit more on the Dyson Sphere. I think we could probably essentially finish it today, given the rate at which we're firing out rockets. Where, oh, here we go. We've got... No. Quantum chips. Pop them in there. And CPUs, excess CPUs, yeah, put them in there. What about this one? Helps if I sort it a bit. I've got excess alloy. No. Silicon. No. Obviously I haven't picked any of them up. CPUs, there we go. Oops. Oh, it's full. Okay. Magnets, full. Hydrogen. Full. Okay, let's not go real well. Carbon, full. Put them in there then. Okay, why have I got a million? I guess that's from where I've been. Oh, and you're full as well. Okay, that's not going to be very convenient. Right, let's just stick them in a chest then, like I was going to do before. Yes, so say no stream yesterday. I didn't really set it up properly on the what should we call it? So it's not really been advantageous. Get rid of them. And then what have we got excess of here? Those. Don't need any of them. Lenses. Cool. I mean, they're only red cubes mostly, so it's hardly a massive loss if I get just delete them. But okay, so what we do need to do is kind of clear these out, which is just going to pop my inventory again, isn't it? Put them in there. In there. In there. We can get rid of that one. Oh, it looks like I've missed some. Oh. And there's one back here, isn't there? Okay. So, clear them. Oh. We are fielded. And then I can get rid of those as well. Maybe the hydrogen. Yeah. No. Oh. We're throwing hydrogen all over the floor. I didn't, as this is probably evident from this, I would have done this like between streams, but I haven't played. Might as well get rid of those, I guess. Oh, I'm full again, am I? Crikey. They only stacked to 20, so it's a bit of a pain with the hydrogen. I guess if all it is hydrogen, I could just delete it. But no, full again. Oh, and are you empty? No, you're not empty. I'm full though. And there. And there. That's full. Those in there. Should be able to just delete that now. Yeah. Clear that. You're going to need more. Oop. Oop. Yeah, perfect sort of a thing to do between streams, this, but I have not played this. All I've really played, to be honest with you, is the System Shock remake. Got rather into it. I think I was saying last week, I've never really... I was feeling a bit intimidated by immersive sims. Because it's almost an element of... It's weird, because the idea of an immersive sim is it's like you can do whatever you want your way, as it were. And then I always just feel that I'm just doing it wrong all the time. The whole point is that there is no wrong, which I say, very strange thing to feel. But okay, so let's do this in a sort of a bit more of a boring, sort of vanilla type of way. I've actually forgotten, if I'm totally honest, how the recipe works. So let us stack up, because I'm building them each time, aren't I? So I actually wonder, maybe I should have separate quadrants. So we build red here, for example, because we've got to make the antimatter, or whatever they call anti-neutrons, or whatever, anti-protons, I can't remember. But we can use these, and I can add some extra ones on as well. Oh, that's a point, actually. Let's get the Dyson Sphere. We'll pause the world. Because we are just literally, say it's the last layer. I didn't add them in, did I? Have we filled in most of the solar panels? Yeah, it's pretty much always almost there, isn't it? So we'll fill these in. Oh, why won't you let me do that bit? There you go. Yeah, fill those in. There's still plenty of rockets to go as well, so we'll just leave it doing these. But we'll end up chasing bottlenecks basically today, I think, mostly. Just trying to figure out, because I've got these odd panels that are slightly different. I was going to go around and do them all. Like that. Oh, you can colour the actual nodes in as well, separately. Huh. What does arrays mode do? I think that actually deletes the actual thing rather than changing the colour. Okay, and then down the bottom here. I was going to do these because these are completely finished, basically. There are still some panels missing, I think, in this layer here. But we'll just leave them be. I wonder why that's... Oh, I've used a different pattern, haven't I, for the inner things. That looks quite funky. Apart from that, can't you just change the type? I think you can literally just... No? Got the wrong thing. No? don't you... Let's get out of that, sorry. Or maybe the other one doesn't do. So anyway, what are these? These are... No, they're not that. That's the default one. So if I use that... Nope. That? Maybe? It's not that. Or that. Or that. Or that. So it looks like it's... No. That one. So if I perhaps put that one in the middle. Just to give a little bit of a visual difference. That one's a different colour. Why is that a different colour? Oh, I don't know. Did I just miss it? Yeah, guess I just missed it. It does look like actually all of these are filled in, but I'll just leave them for now. Okay. So, that gives lots of solar panels to be put in. But yes, I was just thinking that maybe what I should do is set these as, you know, like a quadrant builds like red cubes and a quadrant builds blue cubes and that sort of thing, maybe. Now, do I want to put the actual thing in the middle or what? Yeah, let's put it in the middle, so maybe it can be equal. Or, I don't think I can get the exact middle. But, is it there somewhere? What are the coordinates? No. Oh yeah, no, 130. 135, so that would be the middle. I think. And then... Am I going to use this as an opportunity to proliferate? That's a big question. Because in that, if I am, I'd be better off using interstellars. Or... Is that right? Because... Do any of these have more than... So that's 2 ingredients, 2 ingredients, 2 ingredients, 2 ingredients, 2 ingredients. That one's obviously a lot more. But that's a separate question. No, we are better. We are okay with these then. So it was there. Okay. So if this is going to make a blue cubes for us, because we're going to have to send them out again now if we do it this way. But that's fine. We want them and them. Okay. Which we have loads and loads of in these chests here. Well, I can also take them. Don't we? There we go. In that one? No. That one. There you go. Right, let's grab them. Pop them in. And pop them in. Is it just 1-to-1? Yeah, it's 1-to-1, isn't it? And then, I don't know. Let's just do 1,000 or something. I don't know that I'd ever really can be generating that many, but we shall see. And then obviously the cubes themselves. Awesome. We're going to double side it. Anyway, the point was that we can now proliferate. If we do this system, so let's demand some of that in. The thing with, you know, because you can, I didn't know I could stack them so high. Well, we could just have them going out. We don't need, I mean, it'd be, you know, more interesting doing them on the other side, maybe, but yeah, I think we'll not do that. So we want, let's do the return that way, and them, and them. And then you need to input, oops, output, input. You need some power. Oh, because I connected those. It's not proliferated, is it? Okay. Let's put that on there. On there. Have the goop coming out that way. In fact, that's the point. If I put a splitter in, then I can potentially you know, build on both sides as well. Goop. Get up a level. Across. And then we want some power. Oops. Let's put it in there. And you want to be blue cubes. So if we say... So it takes 3 seconds to make one. I mean, these are the ones that we need to really think about in terms of numbers. Because that's 12 seconds per cube. So if we were trying to make, say, 4 a second, I don't know why, but let's make 4. Oh, we have liftoff. Launch a total of 30,000 small carrier rockets. Wowza. Because if we were trying to make 4 a second, that's just a bonkers amount of production. Because it'd be 12, 24, 48. Let's just try and do... Well, it's for these blue ones, because they're so cheap. Let's just do 2 a second or something. So that would be 6. 6 labs. And obviously we then get a free view. I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then we're going to chop it off. Let's just take the end ones like that. Cool. So these need to be demand. Demand. Awesome. Okay. And then essentially the same dealio over here as well. So it would be that center line there. And then we're looking for 60 degrees? That 45, 55, 60. Yeah, I think so. 60 degrees. And then it's red cubes, which are carbons, and hydrogens. No. Managed to click on the same again. So let's get some proliferation. Demand that in so we're ready to go. And then numbers are just 221, so 2,500, 2,500, 1,000 is fine. Okay, so let's grab the carbon out of these chests and the hydrogen, as well as the red cubes, of course. So carbon, red cubes, some hydrogen. You have to ferry it back and forth, don't they? That's a little bit annoying. Nuts. Oh. Although actually, because I've now got the... If I do that, there we go. I can reach across. Grab them. And then what we can there. Boop. 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 Okay, so more hydrogen. Hydrogen there. Hydrogen there. And that's them. Cool. Put your hydrogen in. Where did I put the power thing? It was 1 down. Okay. Right then, so actually let's put the lab in first. Actually feels like I put that in a different place. Put it there. I'll see if I got it wrong. Okay. Right, so return stuff that way. I think I'm just going to do these. It's not going to matter that much about proliferation, isn't it really? Okay, and then we want spray coaters there and there. We want splitter there. Keep out of that one. Across to those two. And then inserters going in, out, in. Set this to red. And then, isn't this 4 seconds, or am I? No, 6 seconds. Okay. So we would need 12 machines if we're trying to do 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll set it all up as 2, but I don't think we're producing anything like the raw ingredients for the high level ones that we would need. But we shall see. So, where are we? So it'd be 60 degrees? I think I looked at the wrong thing on the other one. I don't think I put it in the right place, but oh well. Because it's not. I think I've messed. No, it's alright that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't think that's in the middle, is it? Oh well. Oh well. Power thing. There. Get your labs on. That. Mist. Put it there. And then if this is a Lelo cubes, we will. Let's put that to 1,000. We need diamonds and what do we call it? We need diamonds and organic crystals. That. We also need proliferation. Put that in. Put some drones in. Splitter there. Other way around, please. And then this would be diamonds. This would be organic crystals. Oops. And then your spray. Oops, your spray coaters. Did completely the wrong thing there. That one, I think. Get your proliferation out of there. Take that up to that. Inserters on. Probably have to have two lots here, but we shall see. This would be the Lelos. 8 seconds. So in theory, we need 16. We'll have to see if we can do 16. Where's my chests? Over here. So we can grab all of those. Leave that. Are all those going to fit? I don't think so. No. Okay, it's a pain. Oh, I need the yellows as well. Okay. Okay. And they need to go in there. Along with the organic crystals and the diamonds. Definitely pick that one up. I should probably just... Yeah, well, I'll come back to that. But oh, there we go. Some more of them there. Organic crystals. Might as well take all of those. Because I can probably get most of those. Oh, not them. Put those all in there. Okay. Let's pop back over and finish off the Lelos. Because it was 16, wasn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15. Ah, is that... Or did I just lose count? So we got... Oh, these are horrible to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, gold. How the heck are you meant to count then? Or are you just meant to know that maximum is whatever? Let's see if I can try and get it all in. So, one at the bottom. Actually, would it? No, 2, 3. No, that's not worked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nuts. So yeah, we need 2 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there should now be 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh dear. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, did I pick any of them up by accident? So it would be organic, thingamies, and diamonds. There we go. And these need to be popped on demand. Super duper. There's that one I accidentally spammed down, which made me think I had 16. We'll do the rest at the other side of the planet. Why was that pausing? Because we then use the other slot. Where's my chest? Over here. To do the, you know, the probably the photons and the white crystal. I can't remember how you do them, but let's grab those and those. We won't quite get them all. Okay. Now, where does this want to be? So, line it up with there. Okay. So it's basically here somewhere. Where's 135? There we go. Don't look like it's the same, but okay. Turn. Pop my labs on. Like so. So we're definitely going to need 2 stacks here. Because if we are making purple cubes, are we making purple cubes? Yeah. 10 seconds each, so we would need 20 labs. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that the same height? I think so. So what do you need? You need fiber broadbands and CPUs. Okay. Except I've broken my pattern, so we need fiber broadbands and CPUs. Set that on 1,000. Set. Oh, it's 2 to 1. Ooh. So 2,500 there. 5,000 there. Purple. Proliferation. Didn't want that in. Drones. Forgot drones. Okay. I shouldn't have put them in yet, should I? Almost learnt me lesson, but not quite. Yeah, well, I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. That one. So we can take the proliferations out of there. And then we want some, oops, some power. Clicked on the wrong thing. In there. Oh, I didn't put the inserters on, did I? There we go. So it's a lot more boring than the other one, than my first design, but, you know, it's going to actually work and be proliferated, which the original design was not. So we had some still left in a chest, didn't we, I think? It wasn't quite able to pick them all up. So let's go and get these here. Yeah. Can I pick all of that up? I can. So I've got to get rid of these somehow, but right, we want to get the particle broadbands in there. And do green, so we want to put these in here. Demand them in. And let that work its proverbial magic. Last one. Not that it's any different. 135 degrees, so about there. So, lab. And what we're doing, green. That's them. Greens need lenses and CPUs. Is it 1-to-1? It's 1-to-1. So lenses and they're not CPUs, are they? Quantum chips. That's it. But then we also need proliferation. Pull that in. Get the drones in. Sort out the belts. And then lenses, chips. It's your chips and your lenses, isn't it? Your chips and your lenses. Chops. Okay, that's that done. Put that in there. Get these set to green. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Can't see the inserters. There they are. Right, and then we can put those in there. Those in there. Both on demand. And let it chunk away. Right, let's go and get those. Why have we got carbon nanotubes? Wait, have I flown the wrong way? There they are. Pick these up. Okay, so I bet I've done that in a very, very weird way, haven't I? And I've misaligned. Yeah, so the one I've left blank over here has got... that's a line. Okay. Anyway. We can then use the next one. That looks like the actual Dyson Sphere is done then. If those are flashing away. It's because I've gone clockwise both times, but of course I've rotated around to the other side of the planet, so it's not actually correct. 45 degrees or so there. Ooh. Excuse me. Right. Now, because what I'm thinking is we make the antimatters here, and I can pull them in from over here. And I could maybe put just a little supply one here. And then you've got all 4 quadrants used there. This, I say, is making the antimatters, so we'll probably have to flatten that off. But we'll then, because we will have to use, we might have to use 2 actually, but the interplanetary ones, and we make the actual white science here. Oh, is that right? Because no, it doesn't quite work, does it? So what I would have to do then is that right? I always forget with this, because with the universal matrix ones, that is the actual thing you're doing. Yeah. Oh, no. You then have to science them, don't you? Is that right? And it depends on what. Well, let's just do. So we need to do this. So it needs 4,000 white cubes. Because everything now needs white cubes. Is that right? Let's have a look. White cubes. White cubes. White cubes. White cubes. White cubes. White cubes. And then these are all white cubes, white cubes, white cubes, white cubes. White cubes, white cubes. White cubes. White cubes. Okay, so everything needs white cubes. So this lab, or whatever lab it is, when it's doing the thing, it doesn't need any, it just needs the white ones. Okay. So I need one to make antimatter. But then I also need one to make white cubes. That's what I've got wrong. Okay. Okay. Unless I do them together. What? Because don't you use... Have I done the artificial suns? I have. Because these, like, ball things, they use antimatter, don't they? Oh, no, they don't. Oh, for some reason I thought those. Or is it the fuel? Ah, it's the fuel. So if we're going to use artificial suns, we need antimatters to be made. I can't just turn them all into white cubes if I want antimatter. And why would we not want antimatter? That's the question. I mean, that's what you want, isn't it? Lots of antimatter. Right. Okay. Because I'm just wondering. We'll come back. We'll leave that one there. Perhaps I make like the antimatter at this end, maybe. Because I have to ship it, you know, to the other side of the planet either way. But yeah, let's make antimatter here. Where would this be? So we're at 135 degrees. Guess that's that one there. It isn't actually, it's like halfway across because it's weird at this stage, but that's close enough. Right, so what do you actually make antimatter in? Do you make it in a lab? I have a feeling not. So with that rest thing, photons. It's made in a particle collider, which is the... okay. So, we were kind of aiming for 2 a second. Oh wow, that takes 15 seconds. Okay. 2 a second of the production things. So if we were trying to make 2 a second of those, one makes one, you know, one takes 1 second, but we want loads for these as well, because that's 12. Although it takes 2 seconds, doesn't it? So it only needs, and it produces 2, so one takes 12 seconds and requires 6. So if we were to theoretically try and produce 1 a second of the over and above what we need. So basically, if we need, it produces 1 a second, so if we want 2, then we would need 2 particle colliders. I mean, we'll have to see how many we get out of our, you know, Raymond receivers. But why don't we just put four of these jobbies in, basically, and we'll see if that'll kind of even, you know, run, and whether it'll basically just suck up every single little bit of our power, which is what I'm suspecting. Can I turn that round and get sort of free placement? So yeah, we'll pop 4 in. Like that. And then you're going to be making those, so you need both hydrogen and antimatter. No, you just need critical photons, don't you? That's right. So this, well, we need to set the recipes, don't we? Put them in there. Almost out of drones, aren't they? Oh. So it's making those and that. Oh, that. And it's using those. I don't think you can proliferate, but let's have a look. We can, it just speeds up production. Don't think I'm all that fussed about having that. It's not really worth wasting the... Is that right? Speed up, yeah. Who cares? Right, so it's 2 to 1, I think. Oh no, 1 to 1. Both, okay. So, if we put that on 1,000. 2,500. 2,500. Give ourselves a little bit of a buffer. Then we need to, well, we can put the demand on because we're not producing any yet. And they come out of here. So, and then you feed back in there. You feed back in there. So that one's gonna, if we have the anti on the bottom, that, and then, oops, other way around, anti on the bottom, that one in there, hydrogen at the bottom there. Okay. Drop that off. That wouldn't power all of them because it's big, quite a big beastie. Okay. Do. It's the hydrogen that's you know, becomes problematic with these because it's like balancing the whole system becomes a pain in the bum. But yeah, we could always just burn it, literally just stick it in a bunch of burners and it'll sort of self-balance itself. But so the other thing I could do, given it's finished, is add on the extra shells. Now, I can't remember. I can reach the top there. Okay, so let's just put them in like that, I think. It's not quite right, I think, because I should really... Yeah, it should be there in theory. It's like the squished diamonds I've been doing, but I don't know. I'm that fussed. And we'll leave the actual gap empty. Oh God, I can't tell what's going on with the angles. Put that there. Okay. Just might as well start sticking the rockets in. What I'm thinking about is maybe sending them back to our home planet, you know, our home system. And we could basically just ship them over there and build a Dyson Sphere using this planet, basically, or this system. Right, so what we now need is a whole load of ray receivers. Or do I build... Set the recipe on those, have I? I'm just wondering what the power situation's like. Because I could potentially convert some of these over as well to photon generation. Okay, so this is making the things, and we need to demand those in. That's okay. We can just belt them into that one. But whatever we do at this end, because this one could potentially be, because we need to make white cubes. I mean, we don't need white cubes for anything though, do we? I think we are going to end up with one gap. I guess I could double up the photon thingy. So I'm not sure this actually provides enough slots, does it? Because we would need red, blue, red, rather, yellow, purple, green. So with white cubes, oh, you do get extra products. Okay. So we need two, basically. It's not as tidy as I was hoping. It's not as tidy. Okay, so if I just plop in the second one of these here. Perhaps I bring in everything that's not at this end of the planet. So at this one. So is it yellow I did? So it was... I do like them all firing off in sync. It's quite cool. Blue, red, yellow, and the photons. So blue, red, yellow, and these boys. Can bring those into this one. And then... Oops. So purple, green, and proliferation into this one, perhaps. Give it a go. Oh, I forgot to order in drones, didn't I? Right, can I fit all of them in there? I can. Put that in there. Right, let's grab all of them. Yeah. Now I remember having in previous playthroughs having to work out how the heck you did. Well, used a calculator basically to do the numbers for the actual science production because I just couldn't work it out myself. Yeah, we're going to need a load of those, so I might as well grab them now. Might need more, so if we start ordering them in. I could also... Have I got a spare slot? And these ones? I guess we might need some labs, but we could put those in there. So that we can recycle them. Supply, yeah. Okay. How are we going to do this then? So, where do I go? As per. So, white cubes. Now they take 15 seconds, and we, in theory, might be able to support 2 per second. So we would need 2 stacks of 15 labs. But it doesn't go that high, does it? Or does it go to 15? I should have been counting. Oh well. 1, 2, oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many have I got? I've got 50 and 48. So if I just do a stack. So we had 15 and 48. Yeah, so it stacks to 15. Okay. That seems wrong. I don't remember having that many. Oh no, it's the other way around. So if I was to try and produce... No. Yeah, so 2 a second. Yeah, okay, would be supported by... I mean, they would obviously get proliferation bonus, but... What we got coming out here? We got purple. And we got green. And... Because what I could just do, just to use up this gap... Because we want to put... You know, these in somewhere. I think what we could do is we could actually just send... Oh, it's a bit horribly inefficient, but we could send the white cubes in there. I forgot what the green cubes we need to do warpers, don't we? But anyway, we could put the... So we could have output, input. And then we could just, you know, have the research with the white science on the other one, but... how am I getting 4 things in here. I can't, can I, like that? Because they only reach over 3. So... I mean, it would therefore be better, I guess, if that was actually there. And we flip this round and have it be empty photons. And then that is an input. And then maybe we leave a gap, so if that goes across to there. Yeah, I think the thing that I was thinking of that, you know, seems too many, is that actually to consume this amount of research, you only need like 2 labs or something. It's a bit sort of unbalanced in a sense. So let's put, because we need to put proliferation on it all as well. Let's put just the belts on for the input belts on, like this. And now think about proliferation. So input, input, input. And then outputs on these. Like that. So you need... In fact, this could just be a regular one, couldn't it? Oops. Why I cancelled that. So this would be the blue, red and yellow. Blue, oops. Red and yellow. And then we want to proliferate all of these inputs. So if we have the stuff coming out of there, go across there, and then now white science coming back. Okay. If I put one there and there. Oh! Thank you very much for the follow, Kobe10. Very much appreciated. Hope you're having a good day. Took me by surprise that. I was getting so into the game. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, I think that'll work. So, I can't remember what I set these on. It was only 1,000, wasn't it? So, if we just do 1,000 on each side here, get some bots in. I'm not going to turn it on until I'm sort of happy, basically. So they're pulling in red, green, red, yellow and blue. And that's what I'm making on this side of the planet. We've got red, yellow and blue. No, that's not blue, is it? Blue. We've also got the, eventually the, whatever they're called, antimatters. But they're coming in here. So this needs to be set on 1,000 as well. White science, I didn't put the white science on. There we go. So I'll put that on 1,000 as well. Oops, that on 1,000. That on 1,000. Everything wants to be storage here. Remote. We need to bring that in before we do anything. We need drones on there. Yeah, so I think that's okay. We'll let it bring in the... Oh, it's already done it. It's too quick for me, too quick. Right, so let's order these in. I mean, even if I've messed this up, you know, we're not going to run because I've not set up the, you know, what are they called them? Antimatters on the Raymond receivers, so that's all fine and good. And then we'll have a little simple one here. So I'm going to have to flatten this copper node, I think. Let's see if I can just fit it in. So 45 degrees. No, okay, I think I can just pop it in there. And this is just the white science, and it's literally just white science. Now, I did look, didn't I? But I've forgotten because I'm old and my memory doesn't work very well. But if you do that, you don't get anything for proliferating, do you? Oh, well, extra production. Okay. So we do get a bonus. So, we have white science coming out there. We'll proliferate it. Because that feels very much like a Factorio style. Gotta always, you know, production boost your rocket, because that's your most expensive product. So I'll put that on 1,000. I'm not going to turn it on yet. I mean, I could, couldn't I? Because we won't be able to make any white sites yet, so there's that. But what we also want to do is stick the the photons in here as well, because we're going to have to fly those down to the other end. Yes, okay. So let's get the spray coater on there. Get that all set up. Now, as I say, I cannot for the life of me remember or even work out how we do the final science. So I'm just going to put like 5 on, and if it isn't using up all of the, you know, all of the things, then we could always add it on. But as I seem to remember, it burns, and we can always do science researches, so it just burns through them like you wouldn't believe. It's baking the white cubes that's difficult, not them. Now, how are we doing power-wise? Everything's idle with the science, but we've got tons of headroom. How big is our Dyson Sphere at the moment? 9.9. Okay. So it might actually get more than 10 gigawatts out of it. Okay. Has it finished all of the nodes? I suppose it would do, because there's not that many at this point here. Okay. So, what we could start doing... Because this is where it gets weird, you see, because having spent all that, I think it was that entire stream, like doing the actual, you know... I guess I could put a second layer on, couldn't I? But this is all now redundant. Because basically I don't, you know, I don't have any more, you know, places for rockets to go other than to another planet, basically. I say I could put in fact, I might as well do that, because I've never done a second layer. You could see how it looks. What I do want to do, though, is that, am I using any of these? Yes. We're using that one. Okay. And that one. So, if we put rockets, a couple of thousand rockets, in fact, maybe even quite a lot of rockets, maybe. Command them in. Yeah, so we could start using rockets to build, you know, Dyson spheres on other planets from here. Yeah, okay. Right. Ray receivers. Now, how am I going to lay this out? So, okay. If I bump that a couple of times. How many is that? So that's 10. It reckons it could build there. If I squeeze them in the gap, can I get more in? Not really, probably. No, because it won't. I guess I could see if the default spacing makes any difference. No. Okay, don't like any of those spacings. I could try and manually squeeze them in. No, it's too close, isn't it? It does not like it. It is not a fan. It is not a fan. Okay. So, in that case, why don't I just do it so that I avoid... In fact, let's put a belt on. Because we need it to have... We don't need, but we want it to have lenses on. Like that. Bosh, bosh, bosh. There we go. Have I even got this number of belts? We shall soon see. Right, so if this is where we want the belt to be, like so, and then we don't want it right next to it because you have to belt insert. Yeah, you have to belt insert, which I never really got with these. It seems a bit weird, but so that in theory would be probably where we could closest get them. Is it up to 10 again? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay. So that would be... Oh, cancelled it. That would be... a maximum number. Do I care if it looks a bit wonky? Yeah, I do. So let's move it, say, 2 in? Yeah, that's a bit more even. Ah, have I put that? I think I put that in the wrong place because I'm going to hit. Yeah, I'm going to hit that. I mean that's another 6, isn't it? And then how many does it let me put on here? Okay. Okay. I basically put the belt, unless, I mean, can I put it? Yeah, I can put the belt there, you see. Could have put it right next to the, what shall we call it? Because then, what should we call it? The wind turbine. Then I should be able to sneak these nice and close. Yeah, there you go, you see. So that lets me do 12. Yeah, and that's a maximum fit. And then I went 2 in, didn't I? Give it 1 tab, 2 tabs. There we go. But we need to flip all of these to photon generation. I wish there was a visual indicator because it just looks exactly the same when it's the photon. Come here. It makes a different noise. Unless I'm wrong about that. Maybe I am. Oh, I think they changed the effects, do they? I never noticed that before. So this has got this little halo-y thing. And this one doesn't? Oh, and I suppose... Is that a different way around? It is, isn't it? So that bit on the top, the sort of eye thing, is now sideways. But I wish it was like a different colour, because it'd be easier to work out which ones you've done and which ones you haven't. They're turning off because they're filling up. They fill up quite quickly. I don't actually know that there's enough power to support this, but we'll give it a go. Because I seem to remember they're pretty power hungry. But I also seem to remember that it sort of self-balances the power. So it won't cause everything to just die. Okay. That. But I may well be wrong on both counts. We shall see, we shall see. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm hoping I can just copy and paste this, but let's have a go. If I grab both turbines, should be able to line it up. Ooh. Angles are going wonky. Huh? Now, would it work on this side? It does. That's interesting. So when you go across the equator, does it flip the... Because there's way more on the outside than there is on the inside. I shouldn't have copied it because I haven't done the inserters. Okay, let's put the inserters on then. That's annoying. Right. Yeah, that's annoying. Take all of them. Because this is the really annoying bit. Because we have to do this on every single one. No. Other way around, isn't it? I've put the belts on. In fact, I don't have to do them in inserters, do I? Critical photon. You converted the energy into critical photon for the first time. Real state. Blah, 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 blah. Well done. Okay. So this, because it's an output, I can just stick it on the valve. Ah, but this was meant to be... Yeah, I get myself confused, don't I? Because this is for the... This is for the lenses, isn't it? So I need another belt for photons, because they're an actual thing. Okay. Huh. Hopefully there's room. Oops. Okay, so that's all on one side. Got to do the rest on this side. This is why I shouldn't have copied and pasted it yet, because if I when you have these inserty belts, if you copy them over, it can be a... Well, sometimes I don't think even it does them properly. It certainly can be a little bit fiddly, or finicky even, with whether or not they're properly attached to the machines. The belts are quite finicky anyway, because it's got that whole 3D aspect to it. Is this the last slot? No, even more. Is that all? That's all. Now, has it done? It has done the recipe, has it? Yeah. Okay. So, let's connect all of these up. Go all the way around again. Oh. Do the inserters. Like so. Okay. 1/4. It's just like old school. Turn it all the way in. Right, and now on the other side. It's bound to be one of these that matches up with the opposing inserter. No. Oh, nearly. Looks like it might be okay. Yep. No, there we go. So that one's lined up with the other one, so we just need extra little bit of belt there. Do that. See, should have done this once and then maybe copy it over. Let's say the machine's already there. I could have just deleted them, couldn't I? I didn't think about that. Oh. We're nearly there. You could obviously do this with splitters as well. There's no particular reason for doing this other than the splitters do take up more room and also sort of prevent you from building. I think it'll probably be okay. Nearly there. Yes, this last one. Oh! TFGNG, hello. How are you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. Totally don't need sorters there. You mean the inserter thing? Are they called sorters in this? Oh, they are, aren't they? Why are they called sorters? When you say you don't need sorters, why not? Lenses. Yeah, you have to get a bit spaghetti here. Down to there. They just run the conveyors to the intersection. Not for input, I couldn't. I'd have to put a splitter in, wouldn't I? Right, so output. I can do this for the output, which is what I will do. Is there... Yeah, it's just opposite sides, isn't it? So... things in the way. If I just run the belt round first... So... Oh, that's wrong. Oh, that was input, yes. So it's... I say, that's fine. I mean, I could have done, you know, because it's a manifold effectively, but done in a really weird way. I could have done it with splitters and... I mean, I could have had two, belts on top of each other. That would probably be a better way of doing it. Particularly with splitters. Just have the splitters sat on top of each other. But I've committed, you see. I've committed now. Oh, look. Actual critical photons. Actual photons. Right, so. I guess I need to get this back in here. For neatness sake. I think I might actually bump up this because we're going to start chunking through them. Right, so where are they? There they are. I'll just let that fill up, I think. Yeah. So, oh, I need to do it on the other side, don't I? Am I going to have room for that? Oh, just about. Yeah. Just squeeze it. Oh. Somebody's put a wind turbine in the way. I guess I could just have it like local rather than going right the way around. Ooh. You used the Dirac inversion mechanism to create antimatter containing very powerful energy, which came from the Dyson Sphere. If you can find a way to use it, you'll definitely benefit from it. Yes, sorry, I'm well. I'm not too bad. I didn't stream yesterday because I was went to see my sister, whose birthday it was, and I tried to do it in a day as a day trip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which kind of worked well. I guess it doesn't really matter where I put this. Yeah, it worked well, I think, as a sort of a, doable sort of a distance, if that makes sense. It has left me a bit tired, though. I think I probably need to get used to doing it. The main reason for trying to isn't actually my sister as such. It's my nephew is sort of reaching the age where things like birthdays and Christmas and stuff. Oh, hey, that's our first white cube. But he's going to remember them, basically. Because previously I've been quite a distance away. Produce your first universe matrix on 920959, so less than hour 100. That's quite good. What an exciting time this is. We've finally obtained the key to the universe, and now we can explore all of its mysteries. That's very deadpan. Very weird. Have I just... I think I've just put the critical photons on the wrong belt, haven't I? I have. What an idiot. Right, okay. That's not good. These need to go on there. Now we can use them as sorters, because I need to grab off. How am I going to do that? Because it won't let me do diagonals, right? Let's put an extra little belt. Here. No, here. No. Collide with other object. Okay. Let's do that. I get a sorter here. Critical photons. It'll pull off my accidental misfiltering. Okay. But yes, my nephew is sort of an age where, say, things like birthdays are going to be permanent, or longer term memories. So I kind of figure it would be nice to actually sort of pop over and see him on the occasion. Occasionally, rather. So say, if I can do it in a day, that'll be a lot easier. And say, it sort of seems to work, I think. But I wouldn't want to do it every weekend. Anyway, let's get this finished off. Look at all these critical photons. Photons. Also bought a suit because she's getting married. Obviously to the father of my nephew. But we were working out the plan because my dad managed to crash his car. And the original plan was for him, because he doesn't drink basically. And well, not basically, he just doesn't drink anymore. So he was going to be able to ferry us around. He and a couple of other people. So he's crashed his car and it was a write-off. It wasn't that badly damaged, it's just because the car was worth nothing. So the insurance company just wrote it off. But second-hand cars are very difficult to get in the UK at the moment because with everyone buying electric, there's not as many sort of fundamentally. But also during COVID, obviously didn't produce as many, so there's less for that reason. And yeah, he's having a struggle trying to find a replacement, basically. So we're trying to work it out with Ubers and all of your newfangled taxis and all this sort of stuff. Nothing's ever simple, is it? Nothing's ever simple. That one didn't connect properly, did it? No, he did not. Okay. Oops. Out the way. Right. Is there one more, or is that it done? What? No, that's it done. Is everything here on photon? Because some of them seem to have shiny bits. Oh no, they get the crown thing. No, wait, what? That's on photon generation. Oh, that's the graviton lens. So there really is no visual difference between the two. But then why have you not got lenses? Because it's got critical photons in the way. I've really made a right mess of that, haven't I? There's one there as well, which I'm not going to be able to get to. Oh, no, can do. Got any others that are, yeah, that one's not working because that's got critical photons as well. It's finicky. There we go. You make these tiny little errors, and then it just messes you up. Oop. You're all working. I think they're all working. Those are all working. These two aren't. In fact, a chunk of these aren't. Okay. Yeah, because what I'm thinking with the, like the home planet, because I don't think it really needs power. But if we build a Dyson Sphere there, we can get it to make more critical photons. You must be... I think all of these are messed up, aren't they? No? I guess they don't pass through either. What about you? Oh, these are all messed up. Hmm. Okay. And this one too. Oh yeah, you can see it actually rotates. Kid their marriage risky. Glad it worked out for yeah. It's no, I mean they've been in a relationship for quite a long time before they had kid. It's these modern modern ways, you see. Back in the old days, there'd have been a shotgun and of hasty marriage, I guess, wouldn't there? But I mean, he's a good dad. He's a lovely bloke. It's just, I'll be honest, they were actually gonna. Oh, these aren't even switched on. Why not? They were gonna get married before COVID hit, basically. I mean, that that's not. My nephew's older than COVID. It's not that he was a COVID baby or anything, but so it would have only been a little while between they got, having the kid and getting married. But obviously after COVID as well, then all the venues were booked up because everyone was getting married. So it's taken them a good little while. We're also not, I mean, I suppose it also factors in we're not a religious family, so that wasn't a factor in anything. It's weird they don't pass through. No. Clicked on the wrong thing. Okay. Oh, this one's broken as well. I think that's okay. Can't be that far off being right. Right, so can I just dump these in here? No, I can't dump them in there. Where is that one there? So we can put those in there. And we can... Which end are we on? So, where are the lenses? There we go. Put them in there. Okay. Now let's copy it. Oh, these are missing. I wonder what's going on there. Maybe it must be because they're mixed in. No. No. Oh, it's just delete it. Yeah, so I'm sort of taking the ones off the end and then it's grabbing, got another one further down. Oh, out again. Like that. I suppose there's a power thing to it as well. But yeah, 2 more critical photons. Let's have a look. How are we doing with power? Oh, we're doing okay. Huh. I thought these were much more power hungry than that. Right. So, if I just copy again between the two things, yeah, flips it round. That's very clever. I didn't know it did that. Right. So you in there. You in there. You in there. And you in there. We are missing belts and Raymond receivers. Okay. Not many though, so let's put that in storage. I can just have them. Belts aren't in that one. There they are. Perfect. Grab all of them as well. Okay. Right. Well, I made a bit of a meal of that, but we got there in the end. Collide with what other object? It's not connected, is it? I wonder if I've made that error all the way. For sheer chance, I've picked the one that had the extra inserter on it. You've missed one, bots. Come on. Only missed some belts there. Just lazy, you see. They're just lazy. Are these all on photon? Yeah, okay. this as well. I've lost my cursor, there it is. And then nibble this back. So the big question that I still haven't, I mean, partly because I would have had to think about it yesterday, but the big... What the heckins is going on there? That must have been where it was going into the... No, that was the lenses coming out. Okay. Which, I don't know where that is here. I'll have to find that. Oh, it'll have that on all of them going round as well, won't it? Yeah. So that's not the one that's got the lenses in. Okay. What about you? Is it you? No. Okay, get rid of that. That. Where are the lenses? I cannot see them. Ah, here we go. So this is the one with the lenses. So... have the lenses come... Oh, I need to change the number as well, don't I? Will that reach across? That'll reach across. So boost this up to like 1,000 or something. Cool. Put them in. Right, so return should be... Well, if I chop it off there... Why does that one not have an output? None of these have outputs. Is that because I've messed it up on this side, or is that just because it's... I never put the outputs on. Oh. Bum. Yeah, I missed the outputs on that one that I copied. This isn't going very well, is it? Anyway, this should go across here and in here. And then this is the... Oops, this is the critical photons. And... put them in there. And we want it to be on... remote storage. Right. Now. This bit of belt's irrelevant. That one's not got an output. Oh dear, oh dear. That one needs connecting. Did I not go around and put the outputs on? Or has it just messed it up? I think it's a bit of both. A bit of both. I've missed some of them. And then I've copied it up. I don't know. That one's got one. It hasn't. Oops. Oh, autosave. that's not connected. Okay. Yeah, I've missed out loads of these. And why are you not going anywhere? Yeah, because that's not connected. So you out there. Right. Lots of lovely critical photons. Now, why are you not running? Because you don't have lenses. And you don't have lenses because it's bringing them in. Okay. I can't actually remember. Am I bringing lenses in? Crystals and green. So hopefully I am making them on my manufacturing planet, but I have a horrible feeling not, and that I was making them here, but we'll see. Why are you stopped? Yeah, hydrogen, you see. It's your hydrogen. It's your hydrogen that's your problem. Right, let's pop down the other end of the planet and fix those missing belts. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so they're all here. They're all connected here. So it's literally just the one that I copied, I think. Is the one that doesn't have the blooming things on. So I might just stick a load of burners on that one. I never did the warpers, did I? Oh no, I have missed a load. Okay, these are all like, okay. I should just decided I couldn't be bothered, didn't I? What was going on there? Okay. Now, let's have a look at how everything's going, because we still, I say, we still need to do the warpers. Yeah, so you see, it's literally making a tiny number. So that's maxed out anyway, the antimatter. Why are you not running? Oh, because you haven't got inserters. Come on. There we go. That's a bit better. Biddly, 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 biddly. Yeah, it's just making tiny numbers. Like cubes. It's got white cubes in it. So, how are we doing? Oh, we're about halfway through. Yeah, cool. So we should be able to... We'll have finished the game. Right. Let's... Oh, no, one button. Let's have a look at this. So we've got some Dyson swarms forming, which suggests that it's filled in all of the gaps in the other ones. So if we get it to fill these in. So it's more than 10 gig. That's quite cool. Yeah, so fill them in. Okay, so what's the power situation? Cerrone, okay. I don't know if that's because I've done all of the, you know, the lens warping one. All of those researches. And maybe I hadn't before, but I don't seem to remember being able to support quite this volume. Right, so let's see if... Okay, so it's running a bit more continuous now. I don't know what the drops were, but... So I'm guessing that's going to be 1500 hashes a second. This doesn't tell me in hashes per second, does it? Yeah, we need to produce more greens, so we can do that. And change them into warpers. I think I'm literally just going to add another entire column. Why mess about at this stage? Why mess about? Let's pop everything in there. Okay. And I think I may do it over here. Can't put them in there though. Can put them in there. Okay. So we will make extra warpers. I'm just going to let it fill up, basically. I'm not going to limit it or anything like that. But we'll put... no, 4 machines, because they fit in the power thing. And then... I shouldn't do that, should I? Because I'm making half as many again. And eventually it'll sort of self-balance, but... So I'm making 6 extra per second, I think. Or rather, I'm making half of one a second. And these take 10 seconds on one cube, so 4 machines, although they're half as much again, so it's 6. Yeah, so actually maybe just 3. And then it won't burn through all of the green science. Well, I'll say it sort of doesn't matter. I'm going to have these. Oh. Somebody's put a belt in the way. Let's put it there then. There. Pop it there. Output on this side. Cool. How are we doing on the science? Down to 15 minutes. Now, we could export warpers from here. So, get rid of that. Where have I got them? So at the moment I'm demanding warpers in from a local supply. I think I already set this up from when I had the other build. Look at all them critical photons we've got stacked up. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to have to just like burn the hydrogen. filled that up already. Right. Now these are being demanded as well, and then supplied remotely here. Okay, that's fine. Okay. And are you working? I've not messed the recipe up. Yeah. Yep, so that'll catch up with all that stuff that got missing. There, I mean, the home planet has warp production on, so it shouldn't be that bad of a deal. Right, so given we are making so many extra critical photons, it would not hurt. I'm making them down the other end, aren't I? Really is awesome, this like scale of this game. I can see why people, you know, love it so much. I mean, look at that. Yes, so what we can do, as I say, just literally stick them in. Saying that, am I? Have they just backed up because I'm not? Oh no. I don't suppose. No, it wouldn't, I bet. Because if you're making them... Sorry, you're making them... You're getting 1 hydrogen a second, aren't you? Which one is it? Red. So here, I'm demanding 4 to make 2. And I'm running 4 a second. So it should be using them up, you see. But this is where you can't, to the best of my knowledge, do anything with logic. And you can't say, take them, you know, from this one. This one. Take the hydrogen preferentially from here. And it is taking them. But how is it filled up if we're using 4 to 1? I could do... Oh, it's the other side of the planet, isn't it? As I say, I could stick a belt across. Because it seems to take belts in preference. No, I think I'll just stick some thermal power plants on and just sort of do my best to burn it, basically. Is that going to be powered? And then we just put a bunch of them here. Like so. Shouldn't have put that there because it's too close, but never mind. Although didn't it not use... Yeah, it didn't use them, does it? It does it preferentially for... It'll take this power over this power. That's annoying. Okay. Do it slightly different than that. Should have put these two next to each other and I could have just belted it across. Well, it does seem to be taking this. What I could... no, I couldn't do that, could I? I was going to say I could restrict the range on this. But then it wouldn't grab the graphite. There you go. It's just sent one off and I think it's grabbing hydrogen from the interstellar one rather than this local one. Yeah, because it's now full. How annoying. How annoying. Let's just see what happens. Just leave it there. I'm sure it's. I mean, it's like half full of critical photons, so it's obviously not. Oops, not struggling. Okay. Let's have a look at solar panels then. Because I think that's the photon combinators are the issue. Yeah, so these photon combiners, rather. I think I need to massively increase production of them. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the other planet. I'm forgetting my keys. B, isn't it? There we go. So cool. Right. No. I didn't set up. Okay. I need to set up antimatter production. And whatchamacallums? Artificial suns. C? No, F. There you go. Right. Well, I suppose that would be a use for the hydrogens. And we could perhaps build it out the other side of the combinator one. But then it uses as much hydrogens as it's got production of, hasn't it? So... Oh! This planet has run out of power. How has that happened? Huh. AO1. Generation capacity is 10.2. How can I tell? So... it won't tell me the power demand, will it? No. So basically that's robbing all of the power to make photon combiners, I guess? To make antimatter. Because this is... generate... oh no! So it's using... so it can only make 764 megawatts. So why was it running... oh, a lot of the planet must have been sat idle, effectively. Okay. Okay, I see. So I need to put more of these on. Okay. How many more is the question? I think I decided 2 in, didn't I? So if each one can request 7 megawatts. I never quite get that. So shows the current requested power by the ray receiver from the Dyson Sphere. The power of the Dyson Sphere is insufficient. Actual allocated power will be less than the requested power. Due to ray receiving efficiency, requested power will be greater than the rated output power of the receiver. Energy loss can be reduced by continuous operation. Wait, am I saying I'm demanding 60 gigawatts of power out of a 10.3 gigawatt? Ah, that's the critical. Yeah, okay. Okay. 60 gigawatts of power. I guess the photons mustn't appear on the... Well, let's see. So if I flip this to... So current demand, 767, 1.03. If I flip that to that, 766, 1.03. 1.8, like 86 or something thingy. That's very difficult to tell. Right. So we need an extra Dyson Sphere. Okay. Add new layer. Is that... That's like outside my existing planet, isn't it? Huh. Yeah, there you go. Satisfaction 20%. So that's obviously a problem that I was talking about before, and why I was so surprised. Okay. Right, so am I happy with this? Do I want it at, say, 90 degrees? Oops. Oh. What happened there? Yeah, let's do a whopper. Let's put it at 90. And what? And 275, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna pause everything. Oops. No. Okay. I wonder if I could do something a bit more. So I'm not actually that big a fan of these other shapes. But I'm not imaginative enough to do something properly original. Okay, anyway, let's get it working away on these. Oh wait, I wasn't doing that, was I? I was doing it. doing diamonds. So like that, I think. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do, because we can also build some artificial suns then, I guess, since we're making so many critical photons, we might as well, you know, reharvest that power, I guess, but does that even make sense? It would seem weird for it to be more efficient to effectively turn the antiphotons into, you know, critical. Because basically you're like converting them back and forwards, if you see what I mean. I'm not sure how to sort of describe that. You're sort of taking the critical photons, converting them into antimatter, and then turning the antimatter, you know, recombining that with the hydrogen. It feels like that shouldn't be more efficient. So it's probably best just to, especially if I'm going to build a Dyson Sphere back home as well and make critical photons there, if we just chop off. So all that time I spent messing about, I'm now saying I'm going to get rid of them, because there's no point having a 60 gigawatt demand. I mean, I wasn't even going to like keep going. The only other goal I was going to set was the whole let's build a Dyson Sphere back home. And then I was kind of going to call this series quits. And if I was going to continue it, I'd probably start messing about in creative mode and see if I can't come up with some blueprints. More just like almost to practice that. Because I've said before, I tend to like, you know, designing, so I often don't. Well, like Factorio, I haven't built myself some standard blueprints. I've only just started a whole series doing that. Especially with the big, whatever they're calling it, dark crystal thing, the combat update coming. I'm sure blueprints will probably become a little bit redundant, because they'll need defences, or you'll probably have to build defences or something like that. I'm just going to put this whole thing in, because why not? But yeah, I mean, we do need more photon combinder production. I knew that already. That was struggling. But the reason it's gone so short is a lack of power. But we know we've got millions of rockets in storage, so we can probably build all of this. And the nodes do generate power as well, so that will help out. No, wrong place. Why is that not deleting? There you go. I think I'll leave the end cap off. Let's at least leave that. Missed again. Okay. Please run the world. I was a bit worried it might be a thing that you can't build them from inside. You have to be outside. Where the heck are they all going? They've literally all gone to the one node. Wait. Maybe that was the first one I put in. That seems weird. Anyway, there we go. Right. So there will be more power. And the problem here isn't so much that we need more of these as such. It's more that the other one is massively over-demanding. Although it seems to have stopped. Or stabilised a bit. I guess they're all running on half power. Anyway, the point is, there should be, somewhere here, a photon combiner. Build. And we should be able... Oh, there we go. Hey! Mission completed. Congratulations, builder of great civilizations.
Congratulations, builder of great civilizations. The primary mission of the Dyson Sphere Program has been successfully completed with your efforts. The energy you provided is bound to make the homeland develop with high speed, and your figure will imprint with every step forward. This cluster has been activated. To remember your achievements, people light up a star in the Milky Way star map. Yes, it will always record your contribution to the forthcoming third-level civilization. Now please rest a while, and then embark on the journey of the Sea of Stars again.
Okay. Where the heck? Maybe I'm building... No. Let's have a look on the production graph. Yeah, they are being made here. Where the heck is that? No. Ah, what's... No, that's the... Pink dumbbells? Ah, here we go. That's your photon combiners. And it's literally just too slow. Okay. Right, so where is that? That way. So we've got massive power problems. So what we're going to do is stick in a load of extra demand, and that'll sort out everything. Because extra demand, when you've run out of power, is exactly what you need to do. Right. I've lost it now. I'm sure it was somewhere near the equator. That's diamonds. That's all the smelting stuff. Here. Okay. So this way. There we go. Now I think when I built this, it doesn't actually... I can't, like, copy and paste it and stick it next to each other. Yeah, it's too big, you see. So the question is, can we sort of fit it in here? We can. I think even if I sort of squish it up, so it'd be about there. Yeah, it's just ever so slightly too long. That's what she said. I could stick it up here. Maybe plop it in the middle. Or maybe do two of them. If I put it in the middle, it's not going to fit two of them, is it? So if we push one that way a bit, and the other that way a bit. A bit imprecise, but it is what it is. What am I missing? Assemblers and... don't think I've got any. So grab some of them. No, I've not got any spray coaters on order, so I have to add them in here. But in the meantime, I will just hand build some. Right. So that's a lot more photon combiners. Oh, I should also, I guess, perhaps do one of these, since power is the biggest problem. But we also then want, you know, like the cheap. I want to do one of, I think, because there's like an achievement for doing one of each. Of the infinite researches, I think. That's 2,000. Do I want to bother with that actually? At this stage? Yeah, let's take that off. So, array receiver, and I guess it, if we just plop on the range utilization, I'll see how we do. Or do I boost myself up and do all of them? Because there's all these new ones that I've never played with at all, but that's quite expensive. 8 grand. 8,000 rather. What's this? That's 8 as well. Wow. Wow. That's only 1,000. 2,000. 2, 6. Okay, so we do 2, 4, 6. So I've done all of the me boosts, or stacked up all the me boosts. That one. Veins utilization. Is that all I can add? So I can add the research speed. And then we're just into the sort of the new bits, as it were. In however many hundreds of hours that all takes to get done. Because these are subject, and I think I've already set up like loads of extra production of prisms and circuits, so it should be okay. Just to make these without any particular changes. But yeah, let's head back to home planet. Not home planet. This one here. And then I'll just chop off all of that extra stuff I did, build in the extra photon combiners. All that hard work. All that hard work, eh? It's 5:30. How is it 5:30 already? So basically, I'm trying to get better at... I have a charity that I'm supporting, which is Cancer Research UK, and I was trying to get into the habit of kind of suggesting people, if they're enjoying the streams and stuff, that they they do a little charitable contribution to that. If you did do bits or whatever, if you were watching and you're interested in that, I'm not begging for it. I don't need it, and that I would then donate them basically to charity is the point. So all the money's going there anyway. If that was something you wanted to do, so no pressure. It's not meant as a hard sell or anything. It's just making that note. I was going to try and say that a couple of times through the stream, but the stream's basically over. Yes, so the basic point is certainly next week, absolutely no problems with the usual schedule. So I'll be back with Factorio, Bob's on Saturday, and then this on Sunday. So I've got the goal now that we'll build a Dyson Sphere in the home system. We'll use this, planetary production. I suppose that would also benefit it. Because what I can do, I can basically just blueprint these and copy them over. But if we're not going to be launching rockets and solar sails from here, then I can just get rid of these, and that'll help with the power demand. Oh, so this isn't even supplying what it needs here. So how did I get the wrong end? Obviously got completely the wrong end of the stick. But then the weekend after, I can't work out, without looking at a calendar, whether that's the weekend. I don't think it is. I think that's safe, as it were, that weekend. I won't need 81.03. Yeah, it's way too much, isn't it? You can't just turn these off, though, is the problem. Okay, let's chop them out. Because there's absolutely no point demanding 60 blooming gigawatts out of a 10 gigawatt Dyson Sphere. I'm going to leave the belts and stuff in case, this new Dyson Sphere does produce a lot more. I think it must have been because everything was sat idle. And that's fooled me into thinking it could actually do that. But yeah. So we'll leave the belts on that now. Right, where is the ILS? There it is. Put it in there. Put it in there. I didn't pick up the spray coaters from the other planet, no. Has that helped, is the question. Okay, so yeah, we're now getting up to the territory where it can at least sustain itself. Okay, so if we take these out as well then. I guess the other thing I could have done is limit, because these are all going into an unlimited ILS. So they're still in that, filling everything up stage. Ah, it's gone blue, so... That looks like it's better. But yeah, we can, I say, by also combining it with production from another planet. There. Yeah, like, so it's filling up, isn't it? So I guess if I chop this off, it would all back up. And I don't know if these assume they have a lower power demand if they're not actually producing the photons. Okay. For the end of the stream then, let us build like the antimatter stuff. I put that on supply because I was being silly, wasn't I? Because I've actually put it into the one of those. Okay. Yeah, so actually this isn't using up all of our science. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I've got loads left. Right. I'm just gonna... Oops. Mega stack it. That'll do. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's still using the charging to fill it, you know, fill the demand, as it were. Right, so. Oh, does it not tell me independently? Okay. So, 10.3 out of that, and then 0.3 out of that. Okay. And it's got loads and loads of left to build. Okay. Yeah, a bit happier with that, I think. As a kind of plan. And these are still filling out the panels, although it gets a bit weird. It's the problem I had when I was doing my other series, the series where I built my first Dyson Sphere program, Dyson Sphere, in that you end up with the ends where, you know, you're trying to put effectively loads of... They can only take so many in at once, so even though these are tiny, it takes ages to fill them up. Okay. Which is why we're getting a proper Dyson swarm going on. But what that could mean is I could potentially open one of these up to filling. If it's done one. Or approaching doing one. So let's just add that in there, for example. So it's got another place to put a few panels. Cool. So, can we see that? So there's our first Dyson Sphere. Oh, right, there we go. So yeah, this planet is going to be between two Dyson Spheres. Cool. Can't wait to see how that looks. Right. What was I going to do? I was going to build some artificial suns, as you do, you know, typical Tuesday afternoon. Why do we want to build them? I guess we could just tack it onto that. Okay. Okay. What do I need to build? So to make the artificial sun buildings, we need those ingredients, many of which we've already got. What we don't have are these annihilation constraint spheres. They take 20 seconds each to make, and it requires one every 12 seconds. Oh, it needs half of one, so it needs one every 24 seconds. So half of one every 12 seconds. So we could literally just have one machine, or two machines sort of thing, making those, because they're also needed in them. How quickly are these? These take 30 seconds. Oh, require 10. Okay. So that needs one every 3 seconds, doesn't it? Okay, so if I just put a few machines on the back, so you're going to make some of those, and you're going to feed them back in here. Like that. 500 or something. Okay. Then you're going to take hydrogen. Oh no. No, there's something different, aren't they? Wait, what? Oh, so it's just the antimatter that requires the... Okay. I got confused with that then. So... in that case, we don't really even need to build it here. We're probably better off not building it here. Right, so... let's pop you in there. And you are going to make these things, which require the pink dumbbells and the CPUs. And you're going to proliferate. Like that. And then another one here. Too close. There we go. Another one here is going to make artificial suns, which require more ingredients than we can technically fit. Okay. You're going to be like that, are you? Okay. What do these require? So they also require the... I'm just wondering whether I don't use the top hats. Because we haven't used the top hats on this planet particularly. Because we could have... So if this is making the... So I'm making them already. Am I? In this? Yeah. So that's making the annihilation ones. So if this is making antimatter, then we could have that and that as a shared ingredients with the suns. He says, not being sure. Yeah, they both require those two. Then we would need, oops, these to have the other ingredients. And that's your output. We need an output here as well. So, this requests in that. This requests in those. This is the quantum chips. And this is frame materials. I'm going to have to add all of these into a system, but I think I prefer this idea for this particular situation. And I forgot what I'm looking for. Create flame materials. So, okay. And then okay. Forgot to set the things. No. Right. Now you need anti-doories and hydrogen. Now these all need to be set to demand, don't they? Oops. Right, no. That's on supply, that's on supply. Input. Input. Output? No, didn't work. No. Okay. I mean, I could make them as well, couldn't I? No, let's yeah, go on. Not put the inserters on these. Other way around. Okay. Let's have a chain of 3 of these. Would 3 work? 3's not going to work, is it? So I need 1 extra there. And there. I guess I could belt them over. So these are going to make the globes. And that's a direct insert in there. Like that. Ow. Mispositioned it. Right. So... Come on, there you go. No. Actually, might boost them up. So, these take dumbbells and circuits. So, pink dumbbells. Pink dumbbells and CPUs. So then this also needs to be those, and this needs to be those. Okay. Dang, I could have lined that up perfectly. And in fact, that could be that one, couldn't it? If this was... Oh, let's just leave it for now. But yeah, that could be the output on which, you know, I could swap those over. Oh, let's just leave it for now. Okay. So... we need I've forgotten how I did my layout. I think it was something like that. I don't need 3 things, do I now? So like that. I'll just get rid of that one. Pop that on there. And those on there. Do it that one for some reason. Okay. It's already instantly filled it. Brilliant. Why are you... Oh. So that goes into supply. Goes into supply. Okay, so that's those 2. Did I limit this? I did, but we don't want 1. We want like... In fact, we want it to just, you know, burn through them. Single stack of those is fine now. Right, so we need to add the rest into the system. So... Oh, I didn't put the top hat on them, did I? Okay. So we need dumbbells, CPUs... And I think, see what I'm thinking, partly, is we can do the same over here. So these have got nothing we want. And that's fine, we don't want them. I don't want them either. Right, it's obviously down the other end. That's annoying. But yeah, frame materials here. Alright, yeah, frame materials here, so take that out, and in fact, oh, we've done another one, crikey. So that's them, but also we could just grab, it's a bit random and a bit naughty doing it this way, but because we should really take them out of wherever we're getting them from in the first place. But whatever. Whatever. So that gives us the aluminium. What else was I doing? We need CPUs. Not wearing white signs, are they? So there they are. There's CPUs. Let's put a... a little thing here. There we go. CPUs. Oh wait, did I? Are both of those working? Yeah. Did I just set that? Yeah, provision. The dumbbells, but I don't think we're bringing them in. So what are we missing? No. Okay. So we could just add on a bit of a thing for them. Now, how am I going to get them? Sort that out in a minute, but what am I missing? Ah, the quantum chips. Now they must be on one of these. In fact, that's them there. Almost at time. Almost at time. There. There. Top. Set that to 1. That. Drones. I wonder why it's doing so bad at guess, you know, auto setting the filter. That's a bit weird. Right. So we've got the super aluminium, got the frames, got the golf ball things, got the CPUs. Oh, why did I need dumbbells? What were dumbbells for? Oh, they were to make these? Yeah. So I think that's it. If I can get the dumbbells in. Pink dumbbells. Oh look, yeah, we're getting a bit further on the hitting the supply and demand situation. Where the heck are they? Oh, okay. Is this right? Yeah, so these don't have pink dumbbells, but we could just pull them over here. You know, what, 500 of them or something. And then put our last one in this gap. Like so. No, in there, please. Yeah, I wonder why it's doing so bad at setting those. Strange. Oh, and it needs the last set of drones. Awesome. Cool, so you should be making them. It isn't. It is, but it's slow. The advantage of it with the ILS is it would have been easier to proliferate it, but you know, whatever. Ah, we have antimatter. We do not have a single one of those though, because it's all going into antimatter. So I will set this to just the one stack. Yeah. I don't have any other drones, but I could put exactly the same thing. I could copy this across. Put it on here. But the inserters might not be happy, but I could do flip it around basically. 2.4 gigajoules of max core energy. Wow. So we basically doubled our energy capacity. That's a big jump. Wowza. See, filter's not on it for some reason. Cool, okay. 14. Massive. Amazing. Right. Oh, we've made one. We made two. Cool. So that has 7.2 gigajoules of energy. Just trying to think how I would sort of work it out. Because this is a probability-based thing. They must have crunched the numbers. It can't be more efficient to turn it into antimatter and then burn it back again, because that's sort of... Maybe if you've got loads and loads of the Raymond receiver boosts, it sort of flips over, but surely it's not going to be as efficient to, you know, have these instead of Ray receivers. Cool, okay. How are we doing with our Dyson Sphere? Let's just have a quick look. We have 12.3 gigawatts already. That's nice. So presumably, because this must be finished, is it? This one is making 10.6. No, not quite finished. Still got some gaps. We've also got... Yeah, those are starting to build into that, I guess, because... I wonder why they're not filtering more into there. I don't have to set it, do I? Thought it was automatic. Back switches. Selected orbits. Stays enabled. Doesn't seem to be anything saying, you know, go in Dyson Sphere 1 versus Dyson Sphere 2. Maybe it's just the rate that these can be absorbed at. So once this is a bit more substantial, they'll start going there. But yeah, 12.4 gigawatts already. Awesome. Oh, I have to use a different pattern on the end now. Let's go and have a fly around. Just to finish the stream off. Let's go and have a look at it in person. So yeah, that's it for today. We've finished the game, technically. This, I think, was the 19th stream, was it? Something like that. Can't remember. But yeah, total playtime is less than 100 hours, which is the quickest I've ever done it. So obviously getting a bit more familiar with it. These are the outer ones. Cool. Seems to be evenly distributing them-ish. There's your solar panels. Whee! Yeah, so goal I've set for myself is to build Dyson Sphere around a home system as well. Obviously, we want this system to be stable as well, and then we just get it chunking away on vane utilization, and I can also investigate and play with the whole stacked ILSs, because that's something I've never played with before, but those are very expensive researches, so I don't think we'll do them anytime soon. So cool. Yeah, so this is where I'll leave it. I'll just go and... Oh! And there's another 3 construction drones. Right, let's just go and land again. Oh, well, actually, it's just not going to orbit. Okay, yes, so end of the stream today. Yeah, I will be back next week with the usual schedule. A reminder again, if you were in the mind to donate or chip in or anything like that, subscribe. I'm more than happy if you want to do that in normal ways, but always the preference is for the charity, and any contributions I get from viewers, I do just donate straight to the charity. It's Cancer Research UK, because I think that's a fairly, everyone's been affected by cancer in some way. But yeah, we will be back next week. Bob's Mods on Saturday. I am pushing on as quickly as I can to completion for Bob's Mods. I then need to decide what I'm going to do. I suspect I'll go back to my old series. I won't start yet another modded playthrough. It's meant as a bit of a palette cleanser anyway, but I shall make a decision. And Dyson Sphere Program will continue. We'll keep going, certainly with this playthrough, to the point where I've built a Dyson Sphere around my home system using this planet. I want to investigate how how it works across planetary logistics, and if that's the best way of doing it, etc., etc. If I then continue with Dyson Sphere Program, I may switch to Satisfactory. I'd be quite keen to give it a go now that it's had a few updates, and that I don't know when they're going to do that. So we may do a few streams where I just mess about in the new sandbox mode they've put in DSP, and try and come up with some designs for early game builds. Maybe might be interesting. But otherwise, I'll just do some more Factorio basically. But yes, next week will be okay. I think the week after is all okay as well. And the week after that is when is my sister's wedding, so I wouldn't be streaming then. But it should then basically be a stretch of uninterrupted streams up to the point that, fingers crossed, I find a new job, and then it'll be chaos again. So yes, so there it is. So if you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Dyson Sphere Program, not Factorio. This has been Dyson Sphere Program. Thanks for watching. Cheers.